back once more with time to exhale. A do-over with a little more detail. A favorite place to play and relax with a new car and few drawbacks. Hit 'em all Laughlin. 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 All Laughlin. Hit 'em all Laughlin.
All right, we are now going into the Edgewater and of course give them some play. Hopefully do a little bit better than we did at the Aquarius. We're downstairs. This is the Denny's. This is their diner. It's just a Denny's. And by the way, you know, there was a time when Denny's, quite honestly, was pretty bad fare. But they have completely remodeled, and I think they've unfortunately they've kept that name, you know, that kind of brand. But I'll tell you, it's very nice. Down here on the bottom floor is also their bingo hall. Laughlin is one place you can play a lot of bingo. And down here also, as you can see, is their steakhouse. I'll let you take a look at that menu. I was kind of surprised last time I did these on the Hit 'em All Nevada. A lot of people commented they like to have seen what the menu is. All right, so here's the menu for Stockman's Steakhouse. If you're not familiar with PTs, they are everywhere around Nevada. You know, they're basically a bar. This is you know, just the restaurant part, but you know, bars and bar and grills, they're everywhere. They're everywhere around, especially in Las Vegas. There must be 30 or 40 of them. Prosperous. Got a major of 633. I'm going to be playing the nickel denom, $1.25. And there's my $40. All right, let's get started here. All right, I'll come back if I hit something. All right, unfortunately, this is a teasing machine. I've had 5 balls 4 times, 2 pots twice, and nothing to show for it. Oh boy. Yesterday I could get no wrong. Today I can't seem to catch anything. Alright, let's see. So I got a shot. Only takes one. Last chance. Last one. Oh boy. Rough. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Well, I suppose I'm just going to have to chalk it up to another loss here in Laughlin. The slot losses are looking a lot like the Hit 'em All Nevada, isn't it? Not having any luck. But you know, it only takes one. That's the great saying for gamblers. It only takes one. We're going to continue walking through the Edgewater here. You know, like most casinos here, they do have, you know, all of the latest machines and all of the ones that are the most popular. So they're trying to keep up with all the rest of the casinos here in Laughlin. To the left is the player's booth if you need to get a card. And we're going to walk over here. They used to have the Entenmann's donuts for a long time. And they finally went out in favor of the new franchise that's taken Nevada by storm, and that's called, it's called Pinkies, right? Or Pinks? Let me take a look again. Get this name straight. It's the one that's over by the Plaza and a few other places. Yeah, Pink Box Donuts. And I will say this for Pink Box Donuts, they have a beautiful display, and their color scheme is a big surprise, pink. The selection of donuts is pretty remarkable, though granted, pretty darn expensive. But I suppose if you just have one, maybe two, why not, you know, enjoy. My favorite right there is with a good old apple fritter. It's an oldie, but you know what? It's my favorite. And, of course, lately my favorite doesn't really matter because I can't eat any donuts. You know, but I still like to look. It's kind of like another saying. You know, there's no harm in looking. So anyway, there are the prices. Classic 13 for $20. 13 donuts for $20? Is that a deal? Well, I remember, oh, here we go, old man talk. I remember when donuts were 35 cents. Okay, no more of that.
This track grooves with the plan. We're in lively rhythm, perfect for capturing the bustling energy of a casino floor. Layered with the syncopated bass line, jazzy keyboard riffs and bright brass stabs. It creates a dilemma. Toe tapping, vibe at a tight drum beat with occasional cymbal flourishes and subtlety saxes to keep the tempo lively. Sprinkling a hint of wah-wah guitar and twinkling rapper melodies for a retro. Feel good touch, the overall texture is vibrant, jet light, inviting you to strut through the scene with confidence and charm. This track grooves with the playful and lively rhythm, perfect for capturing the bustling energy of a casino floor. Layered with the syncopated bass line, jazzy keyboard riff.
And back we go, where we left off here. There's that London Jet. Sun's starting to come up. We've got one more casino to go, and that's the Pioneer. Pioneer is a truly old school casino in the strictest words of the sense. It's all mostly red. You know, it's got the, like it's something right out of the 60s and 70s. And, you know, that's fine. We're going to pass by, before we get to the Pioneer, we're going to pass by a favorite of mine, and that's the now closed down Colorado Bell. I keep thinking and hoping that somebody with deep pockets will buy it. I'm sure they could get it for a dime. We'll buy it, refurbish it, and you know, do something good with it. You know, I don't know. Let's see. How do we get there from here? Oh no! Guess what? Can I get them? I think they've got this blocked off. Oh well, that's not going to work. I have to leave the Riverwalk. This is new. Well, we're here at the Pioneer Old School Casino. I want to thank this truck for being right in the front entrance and spoiling my shot. But you got to roll with the punches. All right, let's take a look inside. I have a lot of history in Laughlin, but you know, I don't have any good stories to tell you about from the Pioneer because I simply don't spend very much time in here. It's the video poker is for schedules. They don't really offer any comps of any type, and if they do, they're certainly not worth me playing here. And if I'm going to use my gambling dollar, I'm going to put it somewhere where it can get some use. They do have a cute little sports book, as you can see right here. It's about the size of my living room, and it's basically a bit of a box casino with the exception of the bar area, which is outstanding, as well as outside, which I will show you in just a moment here. But you know what? It's really time for me to sit down and play. So let's see, what are we gonna play? You wanna play some pandas? I haven't played pandas in a long time. Let's give that one a shot, shall we? We're gonna be playing the Panda Dragon Link. We got us a 702 major, gonna do the nickel denom. There's my $40. And let's hope we catch something. It's been a rough morning. All right, I'm going to do 2 or 3 of these, and then I'll come back if I get a bonus or a feature. Okay, with only $10 in, we got ourselves the bonus, or feature I should say. All right, 6 spins. Let's hope for something good. No. Come on now, be nice. All right, that should be pretty good. Yeah, $16. Ooh, needed the pandas to keep going. Come on, pandas. Oh, this is it. No, and we got a mini. That's a $50 bonus right there. Ooh, we might make up the other casinos. Cross your fingers. Got a $250 in there, so let's see what we can get. Okay, 50 center. All right. Oh, minor's in play. I saw the minor. It means it's in play. Doesn't mean we're gonna get it. Just means it's in play. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Ooh, music change. Always a nice thing. The grand on this is, and a possibility is $12,405. You know, Pioneer giving away? No. Let's see. Anything? Oh, all right. Let's see what we got. Should be pretty good. Like I said, it's only $10 in. Nice. All right, $87.50, which gives me almost $100, just short of $100 win. That makes up for the rest of the casinos. Yay me.
Have a little bit of money in my pocket. I'm feeling a little better. All right, let's take a look at the bar area, which I mentioned is very nice. If you look here, as you can see, they have all of these chairs facing the river. And believe it or not, even in this little bar, they clear out that area to the left and they put in a live band. Usually it's about a trio or something, and they actually have dancing. How they manage to do it, they do. But you know what? It can get very lively in there, and it can be a lot of fun at night. I've had a couple of friends tell me that they were surprised that they had a really good time at the Pioneer, dancing in the aisle to the band at night and playing a little and having some nice libations. They do have a cafe here. As you can see, we're going towards it there. And I understand it's good. I think I ate there once, and I really kind of don't remember. Right now, let's take a little walk outside. And what we're going to see here is what I think is to be really nice area here.
Because when the Colorado Bell went out of business, they decided to just completely block it off. But check this out. Look how nice this is. You know, for the kind of place the Pioneer is, quite honestly. It's pretty old school. It's a motel, by the way, not a hotel. It's a motel. You park right there, and you know, and you'd think, oh, okay, motel must be a lot cheaper. Nope, not really. Rooms are pretty much the same price, and even sometimes more expensive than if you were to go to the riverside. All right, let's go on. Well, this isn't very big, as you can see, and it's got some machines in a small little group. So there's a few people in here playing, to my surprise. They do have a little diner. It's not open right now, but yeah, or I think it's open, it's just that there's no one in there, because I see the girls waiting there for someone to play. All right, in the tiny Regency here, I have chosen to play something I never play, and that's a Buffalo Gold. But you know, sometimes you just gotta go for it. I'm gonna play $1.20 a spin. There's my $40. I'll play a couple here, get it started, then hopefully I come back with a win for you. Alright, I'll be back. Well, I knew it was a long shot, but you know, you gotta try it. This will be my first loss in Laughlin unless something miracle happens. I need 3 coins if you're not familiar with the game, but I can't imagine anybody who's watching this would not be familiar with this game. Oh, here we got a little something here. $3. Had lots of double coins, but that's about it. And our last bet. Okay. Well, we can do a 60 center in there. Oh, and I got $2 back to 120. Now it's stayed at 60. That's okay. And 0. Okay, well, 7 cents. All right. Let's, here's a Regency. Not much. Knew it wouldn't be, but you know, it's still open. They're still giving it a shot. So I am now here at the Laughlin River Lodge, which, as you can see, now here's something that's really surprising. This, you know, it looks very large. Look at the size. There, it only has 100 rooms, 100. You know, compare to Harrah's with 1,500, or Riverside, which also has about 1,500. All right. Home of Dottie's and all of Dottie's little franchisees. And as I pan around here to the front, going to do a little cutting here. I may have mentioned that I have a Tesla now. A whole 2 weeks I've had a Tesla, not very long. But to my utter happiness, I will say that here at the River Lodge, they have installed supercharger Tesla recharging stations. How you like that? I recharged yesterday when I got in from Barstow, so I don't need to recharge again. But isn't that convenient? You can recharge here and go into the casino, have yourself, you know, a soda or something, and enjoy some air conditioning while your car recharges. Isn't that nice? All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Now, the interesting thing about this place, yes, it's a Dottie's, and you know how I feel about Dottie's, but it's kind of a, how should I say? It's an upper class Dottie's, if you will. It not only has a Dottie's casino area, which is the main area, but they also have Dottie's other franchises here, which I'll show you all of them as we go inside. So, okay, this is called pull. I always push when I'm supposed to pull. Am I the only one who does that? All right. The main casino area has, you know, some nice amenities, I've got to say. It's a really well laid out casino. You know, in like all of these places like this, like you probably remember seeing at the Hoover Dam, they have all these 24 times, 16 times points on the machines. The lower pay machines has the higher amount of extra points, and you know, it kind of works out. And you don't get, there's no free play here that at least I'm aware of, but you can turn in your points for all of these gifts that are back here. They're closed right now, but you can exchange all these points for all of these gifts. Now keep in mind that many of these gifts are the kinds of things that other casinos have giveaways for, but there are some nice ones. You know, you got an air fryer there, but you know, you need 131,000 points for an air fryer, you know, which is nice. And some coffee makers and mixers and all these things. So there's some nice things if, you know, this is your place that you enjoy playing at. So that in itself is very nice. So let's walk across over here. You know, it is the morning that I'm filming this. So you'll see they have a general store, you know, that has, you know, all the knickknacks and some clothing items. They have a little bakery here. You know, if you're want some baked goods in the morning, of course, your coffee, and pretty much anything that a little general store would have, places to sit and eat, and the machines. Now, we're going to go ahead and go downstairs, and I'll show you the other smaller casinos, which are also owned by Dottie's, but they decided to theme out. So let me get down there. As we come down the escalator, you have some great views of the river. The sun's shining pretty bright right now. It's going to be another hot day, about 110, but that's okay. I don't mind coming in the summertime. People say, why would you go to Laughlin in the summertime? It's so hot. Doesn't matter to me. I'm always indoors. And if I am outdoors, it's just to walk to my car, which I always park in a garage, and back. And, you know, restrooms, the elevators. Used to be a lot of stores here. But unfortunately, business has not been kind to the River Lodge and its predecessors. They used to have a very nice buffet here, and it's kind of sad. You know, the buffets have gone the way of the dinosaur. Even though they still do have a buffet at the Riverside, but it is, in my opinion, just an absolute horrible buffet. All right, enough of me. Let's move on. Okay, downstairs, still downstairs, we have the Strike Bowling Alley, you know, down this hall. They're really taking this Route 66 theme. All right, so the bowling alley is not open right now. Their hours are 11 till some other odd hours. I'm not sure. I'll take a look. But here we have a couple of the themed franchises or annexes. I don't know really what they are. I don't know if they're franchises, if this is really an annex. But the Red Dragon Casino and its theme, and the La Balita Casino. Now, the nice thing about these casinos, and you wonder why they bothered to brand them, is that they each have a separate menu items that you can order food here. Let's take a look at this one. This is the Red Dragon. So you have your wings, your pork pot stickers, crispy shrimp, you know, your basic Asian fare. So some ramen. Decent prices, $5, $4. I dare you to find a place in Vegas that has these kind of prices. La Balita, obviously Mexican. Carne asada fries for $50. Your entrees are quesadillas, tacos $5, burritos $5.50, taquitos for $5, chicken taquitos for $5. I mean, really, just wonderful prices for the food. And you know, it's a small casino. They all have a bar, and you know, you can take a seat and enjoy, you know, a little bit of Mexican fare or Asian fare, if you will, and play some machines. Isn't this nice? All right, moving on. All right, so we walk down the hall between these two casinos, the Red Dragon and the Balita. We come to the pool area. Now, you would think it's summertime. Let's be absolute sure that our pool is working and is in good shape. But there you go. The pool is empty. And so if you come here to stay, don't expect a pool. And that's kind of sad. Oh, well, what are you going to do? All right, plenty of restrooms down here too. So, you know, if you want some privacy, come to the restaurant downstairs here at this casino and you'll have all the privacy you want. Now, I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. This is their live entertainment. Now, I used to be in a band, as many of you know, for 20 years. That's how I made my living. And here is the band. I'm going to turn around here, and here's what the band's playing to. Some machines and a wall. I don't understand this. If I was in the band, I'd go, why are we playing here? I mean, you know, some people that want to watch can sit at this couch and they got two tables, but aside from that, what a crazy place to place a band. It makes no sense. All right, we are now in what they call Bourbon Street. This is another, you know, like the Red Dragon, what have you, but to my understanding, there is no food here at Bourbon Street. Or maybe there is. Let me look. Let's take a look here at Bourbon Street and see what we got. We got a nice bar, probably the biggest bar of all of them. And take a look at their menu if they have one. Yes, they do. Let's take a look. Crispy wings, $6. Pizza, $8. Cajun wings, Cajun pizza, all beef hot dog, tuna. See, these prices are why people like to come to Laughlin. I dare you to compare them to Las Vegas prices. Okay, as we walk along Bourbon Street here, plenty of televisions. And we have back here, we have some air hockey, we have some pool tables, wonderful lounging areas. You could just come here, grab your beer or your soda, sit down at these great couches here and watch a game. You know, without question, if I lived in Bullhead across the river here, or if I lived in Laughlin, this would be my hangout place to come watch games. The air conditioning is free, and you can grab yourself an inexpensive beer, which here is anywhere from $3 to $5 on tap, and sit down and enjoy the game. Isn't it amazing? All right, I have chosen for the Laughlin River Lodge, I have chosen this quick hit firecrackers. I don't know, I haven't had a lot of luck with this game, but you know, these are pretty full. I'm gonna play nickel denomination, $1.50 a spin. Let's go ahead, I got my $40 in there. Let's take a couple here. Let me bring that up for you. All right, there's one. Now 3 quick hits get you your money back. All right, so that's where we're at, and I will be back. All right, we got ourselves a double winner, double stack, or larger stack, and extra wheels. Here we go. We have $9 left. Oh, look here. That's a $20 win. All right, we're gonna make some money on this one. Now the way these extra spins work, they're on the last reel, and usually it's when you get to your last one they start popping up. Of course, what we're really hoping here are the quick hits. Here we go, we got 5 of 7. There they are. A couple more, 5 of 9. We need one big quick hit win. You know, like a 6 or 7. 7 or 8 would be fantastic. Uh-oh. 7 of 9. Okay, let's get some extra spins in here. All right, that's a 4-bagger. There's 3 more spins. Okay, we're up 31 right now. There we go. Uh-oh. 11 of 12. Come on, more. Oh, no, but thank you very much. There's an extra spin. All right, and that evens it out for a good base at $49.95, and I still had $9 in it. So let's see how it looks. Boy, that was a nice win for a $1.50 bet. Not bad at all. All right, so we're $59.55, which means we're taking home basically a $20 win. Hey, things are looking good. We are here at the Golden Nugget Laughlin, and the Golden Nugget is one of the places, along with the Riverside, that I continually get free offers. And as a matter of fact, I was supposed to stay here at the Golden Nugget, on this particular trip. I had booked it, and then fortunately the Riverside had some rooms open up, and I booked the Riverside, and I canceled the Golden Nugget. Why, you might ask? Because I'll tell you right now, the Golden Nugget has by far the worst customer service of any hotel I have ever stayed at. And I don't base this on one bad experience. I have had 3 or 4 bad experiences where I needed the management to step in, and the management did nothing. Their internet conductivity is very low. And quite honestly, the only reason I still come here is because they have two machines that I enjoy playing. And that is the Ugly Deuces on the triple play quarter version. And they also have 8-5 bonus poker on the 20-line spin poker. And they do give me offers, and I collect quite a bit of points all the time. So I have anywhere between $50 and $150 comps, food comps, always outstanding. So I get to use those and invite friends when I get the opportunity. But as you can see, this is an older property. The ceilings are quite low, but they do keep it. They do keep it clean. I will say that. So let's find out if I have any offers today. All right, so as we walk through the Golden Nugget, we're going to take a little look at what they offer. It's kind of your basic casino with lots of machines. We have a very nice bar area here that overlooks the Colorado River. So you can sit and play some Keno or some video poker. Then they have what they call it the bread and bean, but it's it's a small deli. They have a kind of a small menu, but if you ever have breakfast here, I highly recommend the breakfast sandwich. It's really good, and they use croissant instead of bread, and egg and ham or bacon or sausage, your choice. But it's quite delicious. I highly recommend it. All right, they have a few restaurants here, but they're all downstairs. So I'm going to take a little walk down there, and we'll also go outside and show you the Colorado River. So here we are at the Golden Nugget in Laughlin. I'm going to be playing the Tiki one, and 5 cents. And let's see, here we go. Be back if I get a bonus or a feature. All right, not far into it. Here we go. A lot of small numbers there. Maybe we can get her something with a word in it.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. You want some coffee?
Coffee and extra cream. Thank you.
The machine has no sound. That's not always. It makes the experience so much poorer if it doesn't have sound. Oh, that 500 is a nice number. Okay. I can't hear it, but the music has changed. It's all going to be in our head. All right. And now for the potential $13,698. Got 3 shots at it. 1. That's a 2. And a 3. Yeah. Okay. See how we did. Still had $31 in the machine, so this is obviously going to be another nice winner for us. All right, so far, our Hit 'em All Laughlin has been a success on the first 3 casinos, a winner on each one. Going to walk away with $88.75, which is a $48 or almost $49 profit. Sweet. Well, just finishing up the Harrah's and the Laughlin River Lodge and the Golden Nugget. Next on our agenda this morning is the Tropicana, and that will probably be all I do today, and I'll do the other ones tomorrow. It is now 95 degrees. My plan has always been to simply get all of these things done in the morning so that when the major heat comes, which is going to be in about an hour or two, soaring over 100, I don't need to ever go outside. So let's go ahead and do this Tropicana, and hopefully we'll have another win. So far, so good. 3 casinos, 3 wins. Let's move it on. All right, coming from the elevator and the parking garage, I always park in the parking garage. Not only keeps the car cooler, but it saves any oxidation on the paint, which is why my Edge, 2013 Edge still looked almost new, because I never left it in the sun. And that's just part of me. All right, so in the Tropicana, walking down towards the casino, things have changed here quite a lot since the old days when I used to come here and get comped here. I don't play here anymore. Their machines are just, fairly poor. It's not a particularly special property for me in any way. And the comps just dried up for whatever reason. All right, so they have a nice gift shop here with your gift shop type prices, but that's okay. When you're on your vacation, you're on vacation. This used to be a really nice steakhouse, if I remember right. And for whatever reason, they've decided to turn it into an arcade. I might add an empty arcade, but an arcade nonetheless. And let's see, what do they have here? Here's some of their eating outlets. It's got your pasta bill. What is this? Oh, okay, we have a sandwich shop, a pizza and pasta place. Everything is closed. It's still only 9:30 in the morning, so not surprising. Small little gift shop. Used to be a little place here that they, sold ice cream and hot dogs and things because you could go right out from the pool. But now they just turned it into a little clothing shop. Okay, then we have over here. What's this over here? This is now called the Counter at Carnegie's. Looks like a taco, hot, hamburger, chicken place. I don't know. Their cafe, which is pretty good, gotta say. Their Carnegie's Cafe is always kind of nice. Their bar area, they have one of the few places that still have live entertainment on that stage right there. And let's go on down. And then, of course, you have the casino. I'm going to play the checkered flag, being that I really enjoyed that F1 movie, that Brad Pitt movie. I'm going to give this a shot, put in the $40 and see how we do. Hopefully we keep our winning streak alive. All right, our $40 is in here at the Tropicana, and as usual, nickel denomination, $1.25 a spin. I'll do the first couple with you. Oh my goodness. First bonus on the first spin. How you like that? All small numbers. Maybe we'll get lucky and catch something nice. Once again, we want those words. Mini is worth 50, minor's worth 250, major is 737. Still got a chance, Well, I don't see any word balls even floating around. They're all small. But first spin bonus, I'm not gonna complain about that. All right, keep us in it. Oh, I just saw a double mini pass us by. But let's see what we got. All right, we're not going to be able to make a big payment for our car or anything, but you know what? A win is a win on the first bonus, and we are doing well in Laughlin, so a little $21.25 profit. We'll take it. All right, we are here at the Avi Casino. Now, a lot of people might argue, and they have argued, that the Avi isn't part of Laughlin, but it's the only casino out here. It's about a half-hour drive away from, let's say, Harrah's, and it sits out here. It's by itself, but I have always considered it part of Laughlin myself, so that's why I'm entering it into this vlog. So let's go check it out. Here's some interesting note about this. It's the only casino that's actually owned by Native Americans. Now, there are some casinos that certain tribes do manage, but they don't actually own them and own the land. And Avi is 100% owned by the Native Americans, and it is the only casino as such in the entire state of Nevada. So, little trivia there. All right, let's go inside and take a look at things. All right, as we head out here to the entrance from the parking garage, I'm just going to share a little something with you. Now, last time I was here, I accidentally walked out with a ticket for, it was around $38 or something, and I didn't realize it until I got back to wherever I had gone and realized that I had the ticket. So I did this. I decided, I don't want to forget this, so I'm going to put this ticket here so I don't forget next time I'm at the Avi. Well, I knew I was coming here, and am I the only one, or have you done this as well? You put something somewhere so you won't forget, and that is exactly where you forgot you put it. So yeah, that ticket's a goner. I looked everywhere. So it's not here. It's probably sitting at home somewhere in that spot that I would never forget. All right, let's take a look inside. You'll see there are a lot of children here. It's because there's a nice beach and a pool area for them. And there's also an arcade and movie theater, so it's very kid-friendly in that sense. I have stayed here on a couple of occasions when they've offered some comp rooms to me, and you know, the rooms are okay. They're kind of upscale motel-ish, if you will, but it does the job, which is all you can ask. It does the job what you're asking for. All right, so let's move around here. I took a little slip there. It looks like they're putting in these roulette tables that you all sit at these little booths. They've become kind of popular. Here is the Arrowhead Lounge. Appears to be closed at the moment. Another thing that we used to do, they used to have a really nice little poker room here, and my friend Martin and I would come here and play poker because they always had some of the best you know, little tournaments and offers and just all sorts of nice things, and it was fun. But like most poker books, especially the small ones, they closed. They just weren't profitable enough, and that's unfortunate because we did love playing poker here. This is their Feathers Cafe, and there was a time when it was really good. But the last 2 times I've eaten here, very disappointed, very disappointed. They got a nice little coffee house, coffee area here, you know, with some pastries. This is the Whispers Lounge. Now look how popular this Whispers Lounge is. Huh. And this is where the poker room used to be. Now it's a sports book. Oh, they're having a giveaway day. All these people are here to grab some goodies. What makes it, you know, this is only across the bridge from Bullhead, Arizona. So, you know, you go across the bridge, drive about a half a mile and you're in Arizona, and so that's why you see so many people here, because almost all of these folks are Arizonians who are enjoying the casino. That's why it's so busy. I'm guessing the other reason why it's so busy is because of the giveaway. You know, those giveaways work. They get the people coming out, right? Because I see all these people that are at the machines. They have their little white packs of whatever it is that they're giving away. Here, all of these, there was a time, and I know you've heard me say this so many times, but there was a time when they had, you know, good paying, full pay schedule machines, and you know, just it's like the Goo Goo Bird, it's gone. All of them are gone. There isn't a good paying machine, video poker wise, in the house. Okay, let's take a look over here. This is where the they call it the beach tower. They've got a ice cream. They've got a Panda Express. They have, you know, your choice. You can get the Panda Express, which as you know, that's my favorite. They've got a Subway, and the Subway is the only one that's open 24 hours. And they have a Sbarro, because needless to say, you can't have a fast food outlet without a Sbarro. Okay, and as we walk down this hall here, a lot of wonderful pictures of their tribe and their leaders, and some of their old pictures that adorn all the walls. If we go on down this hall all the way, we would be at the movie theaters. So, as I said once again, it is the closest multiplex of movie theaters in all of Bullhead. Bullhead has no theaters, so all of the people that want to come see the latest movies, they just cross the bridge and come on over here. Okay, we're moving on. It's time for me to play. So yeah, it's very, very busy. I mean, I'm going to have a little bit of a time trying to find a machine that I'd like to play. All right, let's take a look over here. I kind of promised I wouldn't do video poker on this particular trip. No, I don't want to play that. I'll find something. All right, I have chosen Mo Money, and I would normally have not picked this machine, but it was one of the few machines that were open. But I'll go ahead and I'll play $1.50. You see my $40 there, and we'll see how it goes. I'll start the first one with you. Maybe we can get a free game right away. What do you think? All right. If I catch something, I'll be back with you. Well, down to our last couple of spins. I did at least grow them for somebody else, unless something miraculously happens here. All right. You know, the worst one to get these is the jackpot, because the jackpot is like most of them. It's invariably always just a mini, which is only $10. Lady on my right just got that, and this is my last spin. Unless we get 3 games. 3 games? No, it grew, but down to 75 cents. And all right, another one's in the books. Loser.
Hit 'em all Laughlin. Hit 'em all Laughlin. Hit 'em all Laughlin. Hit 'em all Laughlin. Oh! Back once more with time to exhale. A do-over with a little more detail. A favorite place to play and relax with a new car and few drives.